Well, I am going to light up, not a joint, unfortunately, but I'm going to light up some Palo Santo.
All right.
This is just one of the things that I love to burn to neutralize
And I'm going to start it
some
off
good
by
energy in my space.
splashing us with this intro.
Let's get it. Hi, Carly. I love you. All the way from Grenada. Carly said, not sure how long she can stay, but she can show some love.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. So, welcome to what episode is this, baby?
This is episode 8.
8.
Episode 8 of The Rage Life.
That is
The Rage Life.
correct.
Yes.
And what we do here is a little bit of fun, a little bit of realness,
Raw.
a little raw, rugged talk.
What? Quad just got on. Hey, Quad.
All right, babe, stay focused.
Okay, all right. You know how I get all excited and stuff. But we although I'm excited, I can quickly go to solemn because what we're dealing with right now, with these tragedies that's happening to our Black men and our Black women in our communities, it has to stop. It's ridiculous. There is no explanation for, this foolishness. So we want to open up with just having a couple seconds of silence for George Floyd and for everybody else that have, lost their life to senseless violence. Amen. That's just heavy.
Yeah. As a Black man, you feel that you're telling somebody something's wrong, and it's when they know it's wrong, but they act like nothing's going on. That's the part where you feel like you're gonna break something, you're gonna knock some shit over and turn something over because like nobody's listening. And last night it was like 4 o'clock in the morning, and I'm watching this reporter. Like after you're talking about this cat has died with the knee on his neck, you see it. Everybody's covering stories, and then it's a Black reporter that gets arrested. Oh my goodness gracious!
So there has to be a shitload of reporters out there, a shitload, right? I'm sure he wasn't the only Black one, but there was a bunch of white reporters out there as well. And for him to be singled out after consistently acknowledging that he was pressed, he was with CNN, and you can hear his crew also speaking, saying, we are live right now. We are live. You are doing this on camera. Unfortunately, wait, people are saying they can't hear us. Speak up, Mike.
Okay.
Can't really hear you.
Okay.
Yeah, can't hear you. Okay. Is everything turned up?
Mm-hmm.
Turn it up. Let's turn it up.
Turn it up.
How about everything okay now, guys?
Yeah, but it was crazy because
the reporter.
I mean,
it was insane.
He got arrested.
For work, he was working,
and it was just really because
they knew who he was,
and they were on live TV and didn't care.
Yeah, it's horrible. So one of the things that I say is, it's not getting out there like now, like this is new and this is happening all over again. It's not happening all over again. It hasn't stopped happening. And, social media can be a gift and a curse. And this is one of those times, like the many others lately, that we have social media to be thankful for bringing these things to light. Because if not, can you, first of all, look at what we see getting recorded and what's being brought to our attention. Could you imagine all of the things that we have not seen?
It's scary. It's
really scary. And I know that this has really, it affected you. I was able to, it was, your behavior was off. Rightfully so. Like, I'm not taking anything from you, for your feelings. My behavior was the hell off too. Probably not as much as yours because you are a Black man. But as a Black woman, the Black husband and the Black son and Black daughters, this is heavy. It's not only heavy on our Black men to carry, it's heavy on, us women as well that have to keep you guys, lifted up as much as we can. It's hard enough trying to, do that without all of this craziness. But this it's a blow. And he was up all night last night.
It's a blow because what you're trying to do is you're trying to stay focused on your game. Everybody's saying stay focused on your career, your vision, your goal. But stuff like this, it's like it will sidetrack your whole vision because you don't want to focus on negativity or stuff that you can't control. But
it's hard not to. That's
you
hard.
Don't want to try to ignore this because
you can't ignore it.
Exactly.
It's so in our face. And if you're not feeling a way about it, then I don't know. I don't know. I have watched the news several times in the last few days and have literally been like crying, like watching the news or, seeing it on social media. And it took me a long time. Like I could not watch the video for a while because I wasn't ready to go there. But like you just said, I felt obligated to. I couldn't ignore it. It wasn't like let me see, how this happened or whatever. Nobody wants to see something like that. Nobody wants to see something like that. So it's just horrible and it has to stop. The cops have to stop. And it's not all cops. We know all cops ain't, bad cops, but it is the ones that are doing this bullshit, that we're speaking of. It has to stop. How do you feel like when it's time for you to leave the house?
It's as a Black man, you already know that you can't do certain shit. Delaware is an open carry state. Okay, so legally, I'm supposed to be able to carry my gun on my hip wherever I go.
Me too.
Okay, as long as you can see it. Yep. But I already know as a Black man with dreadlocks, I would be asking for a whole bunch of trouble. Now, legally, I'm supposed to have a right to do this.
And feel comfortable.
Yes. But my skin will tell me that, son, you have to think different.
And you can't be comfortable.
And I can't be comfortable. So they're just one of the many things that you have to think about before you actually go out in the world and try to fit into this society, pretty much.
And it's in what's crazy is it used to just be like an emphasis on our Black men. And now, I mean, if you look at the past few years, we've had some of our queens that have succumbed to violence of a police officer. So we're not feeling, again, as heavy as you are when you leave the door. but we gotta be careful too.
Yeah.
Like I don't want no cop. I think I had told you I was on Route One and it was a cop in like a regular, like a pickup truck or something, and I said, "Oh hell, the feds out now! I wouldn't have stopped for him. I wouldn't have stopped for him because he did not. He just looked like a regular person. He put this little vest thingy on that said he was police. I mean, I can probably order one of them off of Amazon too, but he didn't look like he was the official law. So, thinking in hindsight, that could have got somebody in trouble.
I mean,
So
that's what uncut cops look like. But
nah, he gonna have to file. He gonna have to chase me home because I at least want to get the home base safe.
Yeah, it's crazy because the black man right now, for the most part, once you get a family and something to lose, it turns into I just got to do better, and that's when you have to realize that there are sacrifices you're gonna have to make as a black man. You shouldn't have to do that. I'm tired of doing that shit, but I have to make it home to my family. And the crazy part, it's like a disconnect. Like if I remember me and Evan used to go to the football games all the time. So right. Well, I remember the Super Bowl year. You remember that Super Bowl year? You want a Super Bowl?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, one of the games was when we played the New York Giants. At the beginning, that was the year the Colin Kaepernick kneeling thing.
Yes.
So at the beginning, almost everybody stood up for the national anthem, and there was a couple of the black cats that just said, "Fuck it, I'm sitting down." Yeah. Okay, it's just I'm sitting down,
and that's it.
So some of the older cats, I guess they might have been veterans or something. They started arguing about them not
because they
didn't stand up. So that was arguing. They was arguing back. I was like, damn, the separation in this place is crazy. But we all Eagles fans. Boom. By the time the game was over, because the kicker, he kicked a 61-yard field goal in the game. It was crazy. These same cats was hugging.
The same ones that was arguing in the beginning.
Because
about their differences in political
But views. Now they figure right now we're brothers because we're on the same team.
We won.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And if you can hug somebody who's just arguing just for that moment because you figure you're on the same team,
right?
Then we can be all on the same human race team and work together.
I think we all want basically the same things as humans. We want to live. We want to have a good life, as good as we can have it. And we want to be able to just have equal rights. Like, we shouldn't be treated like no different. And it's crazy that we are still, it is 2020. And 2020, she came in and I mean, she has been, woo! But it's 2020 and we are still having these conversations. And my heart goes out to the number one black man in my life right here, you, and to all the other black men that's out there, all of the wives, mothers, just everybody. Like my heart especially goes out to the black men because I just couldn't even imagine the burden every single day. Every single day. It's almost like you just got to look over your shoulder every single day. So.
But on another note,
Phew.
Monday.
Hold on, let's look at, we got some people on here. So we got, I'm not going to mention her right there. We got Lynn. Hi, Lynn. And Miss Lauren Wilson is in the building.
Hello.
Larry commented too, saying, depending on how she wearing her hair makes her emotions different too. That is
hair.
It has that's your crown, so it has a lot to do with it. And TY said it gives her nightmares. And Charlene is on. Hello, and hey mom, hey Ange.
Right.
So yes, all the shout outs. I know, but we have to acknowledge our audience here.
Yeah, but we got a TV show, and I think they cut us off.
I know, but when we on like Fox, we want these same viewers. So to show the viewers, I'm gonna need for you to take a moment and show the viewers some love, Mr. Michael Flagg.
Hey guys,
show the viewers some love. Yes. All right, so getting back on track. What's next, sir?
We are opening up on Monday.
Monday. What's that date?
First.
June 1st. June 1st. We are doing a soft opening for Rage Salon and Spa. We had our training the other day with our team. It was amazing. I was so happy to see everybody. And we are trying to move forward slowly and safely. So it's some things that we want to be doing. We went over there. We put a video out. And said she needs some love. Hey, thank you, Marissa. Hey, Bill. And you wasn't on here. We was talking about that Super Bowl win, babe. I shouted you out then. But what are some of the things that we're going to be doing on Monday that's different from what we would be normally doing in the salon?
Well, first of all, we'll be working on Monday because I'm usually off on Monday. But I figure I've been off so long that
it's just another day.
We will definitely do the social distancing. That's like one of the first things. You want to go in business, making sure your guests are at least 6 feet apart. Oh, right. Well, first, 1A and 1 is social distancing and masks.
And masks.
Yeah, masks. It's going to be hard to work in masks, but we're going to have to figure it out.
It's going to be quite interesting trying to figure out, because we use a lot of hot tools, blow dryers, flat irons, curling irons, all of that stuff. So it is going to be a little interesting trying to figure out how that heat element is going to work with the mask on. But listen, we're going to make it work. We got some frontliners that are wearing those masks all day, every day. And if they can do it, damn it, we can do it too. We're going to have to.
Let's go. Let's go at it.
So we got
I told Sanji and Angie.
People really be thinking her name is Sanji because we don't never say hardly Sonya. Okay. And Sonya says, stop being sexy and speak up.
Oh, Sonya says, stop being sexy.
She's trying to be close.
My sexy voice.
She's trying to be close. Bring your mic over.
This is not the mic.
Okay.
It's the microphone in here. Sonya, stop. I wasn't trying to be sexy, Sonya.
She didn't say that. I said that.
Oh. Well, what I was telling them is I wanted to open up and have it be a festive event instead of like all morbid and sad and looking like robots. The theme I used was "Can You Feel a Brand New Day?" And I remember I used to watch the Wiz all the time, Michael Jackson fan, and it was when they were in it wasn't the dungeon, but they were in the factory and they were all working, and then they killed the witch. Boom. And then everybody started dancing, and it's a whole new day. Right now, it's a whole brand new day, and we're going to have to adjust and make moves to make sure that we feel safe. We're safe, and our guests feel safe.
Yeah.
And that's the bottom line. So I'm not going to go into it like it's a defect. I'm going in like it's a celebration. Now, we won't be able to accept as many guests daily.
We're spacing out.
But that's just one of the things that we're going to have to deal with. I mean, I can't complain when everybody else is doing the same thing.
Right.
So
I think this week is going to be a nice trial run for us and our employees, just the staff in general, just so we can kind of get a feel and you kind of want to get your comfort zone set. I know for me, it's like everything is about what's going on in my surroundings. Like, how am I feeling in my surroundings? So, yeah, that's the part right there that I gotta
Yes.
strap up for it, because I'm just like, yeah, I don't know. But
You just gotta go through it.
but and I think, well, for me, I'm that type of person, learner anyway. I have that type of personality where I would rather do something and see how it feels, opposed to you telling me that, oh, you want to do A, B, and C. No, I want to do it and then see, where to go from there. So, but I think it's going to be great. We have a lot of safety measurements that we're putting in place. We're not doing spa services right now because that's still shut down. The governor hasn't, I don't think he said anything about estheticians and nail salons and things like that. So that side is still shut down.
Yeah.
But we're going to have hand sanitizing stations. We have social distancing signs and markers and stations spaced out. And we got the touchless.
Yeah.
The soap dispensers and
soap dispensers and the hand sanitizer.
You done finished it?
Oh no! This got Bacardi 8. This is something.
That's special.
I think about that from
Jamaica.
Oh yeah.
Yes, that's my nightcap drink in Jamaica. The Bacardi 8.
And I know I'm going back to get some soon.
Yes.
So,
yes. Drink up, boo.
I can drink it.
Drink up. But we have made me lose my track.
We're talking about the hand sanitizer.
The touchless paper towel dispensers for the bathroom, the covers, and for the toilet. Like I'm just extra, so I'm going to be a little extra and just trying to make sure that we are protecting ourselves as much as possible, because this thing keeps changing. This COVID, or as Angie calls it, COVID-19, and you call it coronavirus. I mean, this thing has taken on so many different names, but listen, we just gotta. I want to take it to the 10th power. I'm going to overdo it to make sure that we're all good.
Yep.
So yes, so that is that. We are doing our soft opening on June 1st. We have limited hours. It's by appointment only. The door will be locked. You will not be able to get in. Tell her that we are live and to stop texting us while we are live. I know she know we are on here. I know you're watching and you know who you are. But yeah, so that is June 1st. Yes.
So
after work.
We're talking about the community. We got together and tried to come up with a plan to bring Danae Blanc, Wilmington Diner Blanc to Wilmington 2 years ago, and we worked so hard on it.
3 years.
Was it 3 years ago? It was 3 years ago.
3 years ago.
And we brought it to Wilmington, and it was just like one of the most amazing events ever.
Yes.
We did it Tubman Garrett Park. On the waterfront. And last year we kind of just decided that we were going to try to step it up if we could to another level. And give the people something magical. At this event, at the first event, people got engaged.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
At this event, the second event, people got engaged also.
It was beautiful. Shout out to Sierra and Chris. They got engaged on year 2.
It was, chefs made good. We had a lot of contractors that we used, vendors and
everybody
music.
Was like absolutely like amazing.
The hotels and everything. It just made the city look great, and the camaraderie and people meeting new people and having the city just look like this is shining.
Yes. I had one of, and I like to tell the story about Nicole with her sister.
Yes.
So I had one of my very close girlfriends. She got to like meet her sisters at the first Danae Blanc, which was crazy. And I think one of them she hadn't seen since she was younger. Like, I don't even want to say the exact age, but I'm gonna say around 9-ish or so, maybe a little older. But she got to like break bread with her sister. And it was when she called me the next day and told me that, I was just like, wow, this is what this event is made for. Bringing people together. No matter what. Just bringing people together.
Meet new friends.
Yes.
Old friends, kindling, squashing flames. It was just like.
But I think that's why, you know, you were so attracted, you know, to it, because she ain't here. I think that you were so attracted to it because of, you know, what it did for like the people and bringing the people together in the community. And, you know, that's one of the things that we love. We love, even if it's in our home, just getting people together.
Yep.
So that's like one of the things that I love about Danae. So where you going with this?
Well,
where are you going with this?
Let me just actually, well, my man Chris Bruce did the video for us.
My goodness gracious.
And I'm.
But hold on, before you start, because I don't know about you. Have you been getting a lot of people asking you questions about it?
Everybody's been asking questions.
Is Dinner on Blanc coming back this year? What's going on? Because we got the coronavirus, COVID-19, COVID, all of that. Like, what's going on? Are we going to have a Danae on Blanc Wilmington 2020? And you know the theme was supposed to be the 20s this year. Yes. So what's the deal? Like what's up? What you?
Well, let's do this. Let's just check that video out from last year.
Okay.
And then we're gonna have to change sets.
Okay.
All right.
I'm good with that. All right, guys, do not leave. I'm telling you, if you leave, you're going to be mad. Hello, gorgeous.
How are you? How you doing, guys?
Oh, look at that shirt you got on.
Right? Danae Blanc Wilmington.
Yes, in the house. Yes.
How's everybody doing? Glad to see you. Glad to see you guys are all staying safe.
Yes. Hey, baby.
You look pretty. Look at that.
Yeah, you know, I figured I'd doll up a little bit for tonight.
Okay, sis, I see you representing for Danae on Blanc Wilmington.
Yes. And you know what we're drinking? One Hope. Whoa.
I saw that. The shimmer bottle. That's one of my favorites.
Yes.
Well, we decided to get all dressed up and
love it.
Decided to go in our Dinner on Blanc room. We have this room set up every day, actually. No. We everybody was asking what's going on. So let me start by saying that there was just it was a downer because we thought that Covant was going to Covant.
I'm loving all of your terms for this. We have the Roni.
We thought it had destroyed it. The venue that we were using actually said that since the virus, they would probably not be able to do it on the grand scale that we wanted to do it. And I almost quit. I was just like, because this year was for us
to show our ass.
Yeah, exactly.
We was going to show our ass for Ames this year. Yeah.
Well, I don't know. You guys pretty showed up last year.
I mean, well, you showed up. We had to show up.
Last year.
You showed up, so we had to show up. We was like, the boss is coming.
Yeah.
And for y'all, for those of you guys who don't know that are on our live, this is the beautiful Amy Clark. She is our wonderful project manager extraordinaire for Danae Blanc, Wilmington. She manages a million other cities, but we're Wilmington. Yes.
And she's and since we met her, she's almost become like a sister to us. It's like
and she's coming all the way from Canada.
Montreal, Quebec.
Looking gorgeous. Looking gorgeous. So I mean, we're getting like people asking us what's going on. Is the event still going on? Like, what's happening? This pandemic is taking over everything. And, you know, we know with all the social distancing and everything that's going on and having to wear masks, where do you see things, the direction of things going with Le Dîner en Blanc 2020?
Well, that's a great question. And, you know, the first thing for us, the safety and health of our guests is our first and foremost concern, and it's our first and foremost priority. So for that, for us to be able to have these events, we all kind of have to do our part now when we're having these openings to make sure we stay safe, because everything depends on how things go with this virus. If cities aren't opening up as quickly, we may have to wait a little bit. Things could be a little bit different, but we want to have these events. Dîner en Blanc is the event to have because it's all about community. It's about love. It's about getting to know thy neighbors that you didn't know before, and getting to have a deeper love and appreciation about your community.
Yes.
So I think after this quarantine period is over, soon, God, please, we're going to want to have this event. Things are going to look a little different because everything in life is now going to look a little different.
Absolutely.
We're gonna have a new normal, and it's not going to be like the one we had before. So there's always going to be adaptations because, again, the safety and health of our guests is the first and foremost priority. So there are going to be a couple changes coming down. There might not be big changes, just maybe like sanitation stations, and maybe we'll bring in a really fabulous contest of best dressed masks. Who knows? It's going to be a fashion statement for a little while.
Yeah.
So we might as well make the best of it. But it's really important right now, guys, for us to be able to have these spectacular events that we really be kind and considerate and conscientious, not of ourselves, but of everybody in our community.
Yes.
Absolutely.
So that we can bring our communities back together. Because I think especially right now, our communities need this.
Oh,
yes.
Your community needs it.
Yes.
Oh my!
We need to spread some love, because I think a lot of the ugly side of things have come out in this, and we need to show love to everybody in our community.
Yes, and I mean, what better than a Dîner en Blanc event to bring people together and to show love? I mean, that's what the event is all about. That is what it is based off of. You know, everybody getting together and showing some love.
That's it.
Yes.
That's the whole point of this event. It's a local event. It's to support your local vendors. It's to support your city, to highlight these beautiful places, these historic places, iconic places in your city, to show the beauty of it.
Yes.
And to show the beauty of your community.
Right.
And we're all going to need that after this.
Yes. We are. And I think for myself, I had to look at Dîner en Blanc like without expectation, like without my own expectation, and really go in and see it and absorb it for what it really was. All the allure of it, the beauty of it, the the community coming together, just all the different people. And I mean, when you go in with preconceived thoughts about something, you know, it can kind of take you off track a little bit. But if you go in with an open mind, open heart, and say, you know what, I'm going to take this for what it really is. And I think that's how we want to have to move forward with things being different now and dealing with the new normal. It's like just have an open mind, have an open heart, and hopefully, you know, we can do this.
Kindness.
Yes, absolutely.
Kindness and consideration about everybody, not just ourselves and our immediate family, but our community.
Yep.
Because we need that.
All right.
And you guys need to bring this event back because I had so much fun last year.
Oh my gosh, it was amazing. And this year, look, he was actually Michael. He got a little bit depressed. I was like, "What's going on?" When he got the news about the venue, you know, because of the pandemic, he was like, "Oh my God," because we had already taken it in our minds to like a whole nother, you know. You already know.
I know.
You was there.
Yeah, you know the way I work. I work with the video.
Yes.
At the end.
Yes, and then work backwards. That's right.
And I had already played this video in my mind where this was going to be.
Well, when she saw it, she was just as, you know, like, yes, this has to be it. Right, you know, so, but whatever we do, it's going to be great. And
as
it's
always,
going to be,
I don't even worry about that whatsoever.
No, we love you, but safety first. It's going to be safe.
Exactly.
Now, what you did to us? How many cities do we have now, and in the circulation?
Draw like high 80s.
Oh, I was saying like 90.
Yeah. I was thinking high 80s, high 90s. Now I'm a little embarrassed. We have a lot.
Yeah, without question. It's always
I think we're definitely in that ballpark of high 80s, 90. Yeah. I think we're around there.
So what you did?
I only count mine.
yeah, exactly. And guess what? We're one of yours. So
yes,
we're counted for it. What you did with us?
You are totally counted for it.
What you did with us the other day was you asked us. It's almost a time to rewrite the manuscript for a new day, and just like we had to do with the salon, it's a brand new day. And what you did was you said you are any suggestions that you can have because we are rewriting this whole thing, and I wanted to open it up to Wilmington Diner Blanc, all of our guests. If you see or know a way that this could be held, and you want to add your opinion safely, yes. To where because we need it. Yes. Everybody wants to do something together right now.
Yes.
But we have to try to figure out how to do it safely.
Right.
Or don't do it at all until we figure out how to do it safely. Yeah.
Right.
So
if we can get some feedback from, you know, our peeps, everybody, give us some feedback. We want to know what you guys are thinking, what you're feeling about this. We have tried to be as sensitive as possible for ourselves first, and then for you guys as well, because we don't want to be insensitive like during this time. Like, oh, we're about to plan this big old, you know, event. It's not it. That's not it. But we do want your input. It matters to us. We care. And we just want to hear where you guys are and, you know, what you got for us.
There you go.
We want to hear from our community.
That's exactly what we want to do. Yeah.
Yes.
So, Aim, so what you got planned for, is there any events going off soon?
Right now, because of the way things are, we have to wait to see which cities open up safely.
Okay.
I'm not going to make any official announcements, but you're not. Diner Blanc is definitely still around.
Oh, without question.
And still, you know, surprises may come. And it's just right now, especially in the U.S., we just want to make sure that everybody takes as much precaution and safety as possible.
Alrighty. Exactly.
Yes.
All right, Amy
Oh my
Love.
gosh,
So
we
we're gonna
love you.
go ahead and sign
I'm
out.
gonna go back and watch now.
And thank you for being our special guest.
It's my pleasure. I just wish I was there with you guys.
Yes.
So do we.
We're gonna have one for you.
So do we.
As a matter of fact, we're gonna call you a little later. That's all.
Yes.
Definitely
Let's
call
go
me
cheers
later.
to-
Bye, guys.
We're going to cheers to Amy right now.
Cheers.
Yes.
My
Lots
girl.
of love, everybody in Wilmington. Stay safe, guys.
All right,
Thank
baby
you.
girl.
Love
Thanks
you.
a lot, mama.
Mwah.
I love you too.
All
right,
right.
All right. So
That was great.
That was great. That was great.
So thank you guys. We just wanted to share a little bit with you because we've been getting a lot of people inboxing and asking us what's going on with the event. And, you know, as you heard, we're moving safety first. So when we know, you will know, and we will keep you posted.
That's right.
Now we came up with a little something called Race-spiration.
Inspiration.
Race-spiration.
Inspiration.
Yeah, I like how that.
I actually like
I
how
like
that
that.
how that rang off your tongue. young
Yes.
lady.
Race-spiration.
Yeah.
So I would like to end this segment
Mhm.
with a race-spiration word of enlightenment, encouragement, like whatever we can put out to shed some love on our community. Like what can we leave the people with today?
So the word we're going to use for respiration, the first respiration,
The first race-spiration.
is courage.
Courage.
Yeah. When I was trying to figure out this whole courage thing, I didn't know how important it was because I was under the assumption that men are supposed to be fearless.
So can you back up a little bit and just because for me, I just want you to spell it out. When you said that when you was trying to figure out the whole courage thing, what do you mean by that?
Yeah. When you go to attack a situation, enemy, goal, it's some fear that pops up.
Okay.
And I didn't know if it was supposed to be, I was supposed to be fearless or just how to deal with fear altogether. Fear was just like, if I look at some people, I'll be like, damn, that's fearless. He going in just miles high and don't care about nothing. Until I figured out
That's reckless.
that's reckless as shit. Fearless isn't even, I don't even know who's supposed to be fearless. I guess the superhero that we're trying to be is fearless. But courage is when you can look at the fear, the situation, and acknowledge your fear. Go, oh shit, there's fear here. Okay. I'm fucking scared. But
It's okay.
I want to see what it's going to cost me. Okay, whether it's I'm about to get burned up running in this fire, or I have to study so many hours to get past this hurdle. You got to figure out what it is. You know the situation. You understand it's going to be fair, and you love your idea or the woman or the whatever it is so much that you still dive in. And it's courage. It's not fear. It's courage. With men, like courage is a virtue. You have to have courage before you have anything, because you got to have courage to tell the truth. You have to have courage to make a move.
I like this. This is good.
Yeah, it was like an enlightening thing when I figured out, like, I don't have to be not scared or
Right.
feel the fear.
Right.
Because every time you feel it, you just know it's there.
Right.
You just got to figure out how to handle it.
Right.
And then break it
And
down.
that's the courage.
And then that's the courage.
I like
part.
that. I like that because that word fearless, I mean, it really, none of us are really fearless. We all have
No. I had reckless boys.
No, I said none of us are really. I get that.
Yeah, it's some people that just go into the fire without thinking. Boom, they just jump off the cliff. Boom, it's just they don't even think about it. Boom.
But is that fear? Is
Fearless.
that being fearless? I mean, or is that just being like where you just
I don't give a shit.
Even,
yeah. I don't give a shit. Fearless,
right?
Like you actually want fearless soldiers on your team. Okay,
so you can chill your ass off.
Exactly.
Yes. I'm with that.
Right, so,
I'm with that security detail.
Yeah. That's the but courageous is such an important virtue. Fearless is not a virtue.
You're absolutely right.
Courageousness is like one of those things that you have to learn how to be courageous. And I think all men right now, especially in this time of day, would probably do themselves a good deed if they figure out just how to become courageous and take it to the next level. And that's it.
Well, sir, I love that word, and I thank you for that, and I thank you for having the courage to share that word, because that was really, really good.
All right.
Yes.
Well, this is episode what, man?
This is episode 8.
Wow. 8. Shit.
And we are hungry because we didn't eat. We're hot AF right now.
Yeah.
And we're drinking, so we're hotter. But we just want to say thank you for joining in again. Episode 8. We go back to work this week, so next week will not be on Friday. And probably moving forward, we're going to do Saturdays, right? We're going to try them Saturdays and see how
we're
that goes.
We're about to try Saturdays.
We're going to try them Saturdays
Yeah.
Now I'm going to keep it 100 with y'all, because that's what I do. Now, I told the mister earlier, I wasn't sure about Saturdays, because I know when we get back to work on Saturdays, we work. I don't know if y'all have ever experienced sitting in my husband's chair, but he does not move fast. So most of the time I'm off like maybe between 1 and 2. He might have 2 or 3 people less than me. He's home about 4 or 5. And it's okay. But when he get home, we like to chill, nap. We get crabs. We want to cook the crabs.
I should be ready by 8:30.
I think we're going to go ahead and try this out.
We're going to try it out.
So next week, it's going to be on Saturday. Same time, 8:30. The Race Life. Don't miss it.
All right, guys.
I'm telling you, don't miss it.
Peace and one love.
We love you. Mwah.
Have a great day.
Keep lifting each other up, people.
Keep